Hello, crafty friends. I am live, just doing some checks real quick, making sure all is good. All right, we're good. Okay. Welcome to my first February release, Pretty Pink Posh live stream. I'm excited. We're going to create a really fun Easter card together today. So I am excited to do that. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes for people to find us, all of that good stuff. So um, let me go over everything. So I think I actually did a decent job of linking everything in my video description. Pardon me, losing my words here. So I've got a general, I hate when my computer does that. I've got a general link to the entire release, which is so cute. It's so whimsical and sweet. It's just Pretty Pink Posh all over. So, and then I do have a exact supply list, so a specific supply list, I guess I should say, to the Pretty Pink Posh items I'll be featuring today. And then a link to the complete supply list, which isn't completely finished yet. So I typically complete those after the live is over and once I know everything that I have featured. So, hi Carmen, I'm so glad you're here, all the way from Georgia. Hi Lee, hi Melissa. Thank you guys for popping in and joining me this afternoon. Oh, it is so cute. I agree. So I think I'm going to feature the umbrella in my Instagram post this week, which is, I think, set for Wednesday. So I'm excited for that one. Today, we're going to kind of take it easy. I feel like my lives have been like fast and furious the past month or so. So I got a lot of pre-stuff done. We're going to just take it a little bit easier. It's a Monday, so we're going to ease into our work week. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Wendy. So glad you're here. So Wendy says it's sunny. It was sunny. It looks like it's clouded back over, but we actually got some snow. So I am thrilled with that. It's been like unseasonably, weirdly spring weather here recently. So um uh so I'm actually super thrilled to see some snow in our world. Hi, Jan from Oregon. I do know Lee. However, we have lots of doctors in our town, so I don't have to do that, but I do have to drive to out of town to work out every day. So there's that. Oh, looks like snow is coming for Wendy, maybe another Wendy. We've got a couple Wendy's on here. Pardon me, I got a drippy nose, which is just always the case, it seems, these days. All right, so let's see. Give this a couple more minutes to for people to find us before I flip everything around. So we're going to make a fun shaker card today with an element that's not technically a shaker die. So I think that is going to be fun. Got a mix of mostly new, popping in a couple of previously released items. So that will be fun. We're going to use the other shaker bead mix. So I featured one of the shaker beads in my video hop card, or my video hop video, kind of redundant, that went live last week. So if you haven't checked that out, you can find that underneath my video tab. And I think comments are due today. So if you want to win a $20 gift card code to Pretty Pink Posh, make sure that you do the video hop. There's 14 chances to win. So definitely worth it. Lots of fun inspiration for this really super cute release. So if you haven't checked that out yet, definitely make sure. Now, Paulina and Paul are expecting a new little one here. So they're not doing Instagram hops this month with prizes because I think they just feel like that would be a lot because you never know when the little one will arrive. So they're just doing Instagram inspiration posts. So no prizes, but definitely that started today. So definitely get out there, support Pretty Pink Posh and all of the designers that are creating with the project. So I know there's no prizes attached to it, but still worth to see all of the fun inspiration. Okay, so I am going to get everything switched over here and let's get going on our card today. Okay, straighten that out here a little bit. All right, so here is all of my pre-prep work that I've done. And then let's take a moment to take a peek at the things that we're going to use today. So there's this new mini checker stencil that I'm going to do a little gradient that matches the shaker beads. So these are the Pastel Dreams shaker beads. And the tones in the shaker are, they're all pretty pastel. So there's a purple, a pink, a yellow, and kind of a mint or sea glass green. So I picked some inks to match that. And we're going to do a fun little gradation with the new mini checker stencil set. And then we have the large Easter shadow word die, and I'm only featuring the word. I'm not using the shadow. I am pairing that with the previously released Happy Holidays shadow because I wanted the sentiment to say Happy Easter. There's also a Happy Halloween shadow die set that you could pull the word happy from as well. So previously released, I think a few years old. And then the large Easter shadow, which is brand new. I'm using the Scallop Frames die, which is also previously released. I believe this is an exclusive to the Pretty Pink Posh shop, but I did verify that it's in stock. And then I'm using the Decorative Easter Egg die. So I have a couple of these, and I think they perplex me a little bit on what to do with them. So, but I think that this is going to be really cute and fun, and I have a fun shaker idea for it. So I think it's going to turn out, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then finally, the Easter Banner Greetings stamp set, and then the Banner Greetings 3 die set, which these are new. Now there's Banner Greetings 2 and Banner Greetings, which also would work with Easter Banner Greetings stamp set as well. So I've got all of my pieces cut out here, all of that fun stuff. Oh, thanks. Like my little heart dish. I have like 6 of these in different colors. So kind of fun for sure. Hi, Stephanie. So glad you're popping on. Okay, so let's start out with, let's get our ink blending done. So here is my little panel. So I have matched the panel sizes all to the frame die because this is what we're going to turn into a shaker window here. So this is what we're going to ink blend our mini checkers elements onto. So I'm going to move some stuff out of my way here. And let's grab a grip mat. Hi, Anne. So glad you're here from New Hampshire. Love that. I have been to New Hampshire once and I absolutely loved it. All right, so then we have the checker die. And let's see where I want to center it on here. About there. I'm just trying to center it as best as I possibly can. I have strawberry shaped dishes too that I should use more often because I absolutely adore them. I just have had the hearts out recently because, you know, Valentine's Day, all those good things. And, you know, I like hearts. I think hearts in general are just super fun. Okay, let's take a look at the inks that I chose to match the shaker bead mix. So we have Lilac. So they're all Concord and Ninth inks. Lilac and Ballet Slipper, Buttercup, and Sea Glass. And I just thought that that was like the perfect mix for these adorable shaker beads that we're going to put in our shaker. Oh, thanks, Wendy. I know. I absolutely love Pretty Pink Posh. It's so whimsical and fun, and I just love it. So I have put these inks in order of colors that when they blend a little bit together, they won't make an ugly color. So normally I would put purple on the end, but I don't think the purple is going to blend very well with that sea glass. So popping the purple up to the top because it will blend totally fine with the ballet slipper. So let's start with our first two colors because that's how many ink stands fit in my camera view. Thanks, Shannon. I'm glad you like the colors. Right, I've got my blending brushes here. And I am nothing about this is going to be very scientific. We're just going to blend approximately 1/4 of the panel in each tone. So simple as that. All right, so we got a good start on lilac. Oh, yay! I'm glad it arrived. I'm glad I remembered to finally send it, Lee. So, enjoy. I hope you have many fun crafting sessions with your new die set. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I did like months ago. I had received an extra, I think it was like the holiday holder die set from Pretty Pink Posh and got the okay to give it away as a prize, and Lee won. And then I never sent it. So I did finally get it sent. All right, up next we are coming in with Ballet Slipper, which is about the lightest tone of pink in the world. So I'm probably going to come in with a lot of it here. I love the shaker bead mixes too. I love all of the embellishments that Paulina comes out with. I haven't scheduled my next live. I always typically do 2 lives with the Pretty Pink Posh releases. I think it'll probably be next week at some point. But I already have kind of everything planned out for it. And we're going to do, funny enough, we're going to do another shaker, but we're going to do one of the shaped shakers. And I'm going to use one of the confettis from this month in that. So keep your eyes peeled. If you're watching now or on replay, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, I would love for you to join me, and then you won't miss, you'll see all of the things that I schedule and all of that. And also, if you like to get stuff like that in your email, I do send out reminders for every live. I send them out about 45 minutes before I go live. So if you would like to get email reminders, down in my video description under the Connect with Me, there is a link for signing up for emails. And I would love to have you if that's something you're interested in. Hi, Holly. 85 degrees. Oh my goodness, that is warm. That's hot. But I'm glad you popped in and said hi. Okay, so just did Buttercup. Finally, I'm going to come in with Sea Glass. I think this is my first time actually using Sea Glass. And it's just a very nice light tone of green. I love it. Perfect for this pastel palette that I'm going with here. I'm happy to hear that, Lee. I hope you have so much fun. Okay, I am feeling pretty good about that. So let's do a little ink cleaning or just moving out of the way here. Okay, and let's see how our little checker. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I'll hold it up here closer here just momentarily, but look at how fun that turned out. We got just temperatures all over the place in our live stream. 85, people using electric blankets. So I have snow finally, which makes me happy. Okay. take that off there. Okay, so we have our start of our shaker. I think I'm gonna need to get like a like one of those like metal scraper things, because I have like gold paste that I just cannot get off my glass mat and it's annoying me. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you love it. I think it's a fun background. It reminds me of, was it the brand that Vans that used to always do the like checkered background in their branding? I'm aging myself, I think, or I'm telling my age. Okay, so let's start prepping our, actually we kind of need to start building our shaker card. So I have card base. I have a couple colors of cardstock here because that's going to be our background. And I kind of need to figure out what color I want the background to be. So we're going to have this pink frame. That is kind of the shaker window here. And then the bunny egg is going to be in there. And this is going to sit here. Now it doesn't mat perfectly within the confines of an A2 card. So we're going to have a little bit more color top to bottom. So I need to decide what color I want. So this is Mint from Spellbinders. This is Sea Glass from Concord and Ninth. And then I have no idea what these are. It's just a pink and a yellow that I had in my stash. So I'm trying to decide what tone I want to matte this entire. So you know what? I need to just move it. Let's move this out of the way. So there's the mint, which I'm not loving, to be completely honest. So mint's a no, so that can go back. Oh, hey, you know what, Wendy? I have a ton of those, so that's a great idea. I will grab one of those after this is all said and done. And then there's sea glass, so, and I'm not, okay, so green is not the color that I want for this, but I always like to try it out because you never know. You just never know. So there's the yellow, which I am actually kind of digging. And then the pink. And I just feel like the pink is a lot. So I am going to go with yellow. I think yellow is the correct call for today. So let's go ahead and get this adhered to our card base so it's ready to go. So basically the panel is just cut to A2 size. White cardstock is so much less expensive than colored. So this is kind of my go-to way to do a colored card base. I just color the front of it. And then you've got nice white on the inside to write on. So if like you wanted to do a dark tone, you still have the ability to write your message on the inside. All right, either this is was not cut exactly right, or the card base wasn't, but that's okay because you want to know what? When you have a little extra, just trim it away and no one will ever know. I do this all the time because I'm notoriously not great at folding card bases. I probably don't take enough time. So, but there we go. And now no one is any the wiser. I do have all the colors. I do have a lot of colors. Okay. So then this is going to be the back of our shaker. But we got to get our shaker. We kind of got to get our shaker going here. So let's start working on the shaker element. So somewhere around here, I pulled tape out. There it is. This is just some double-sided tape. And it is what I'm going to use to adhere the acetate to the backing here. Now, if I I either typically use tape like this or liquid glue, but normally I only use liquid glue if the shaker is like a shaped card, just because I find that so much easier than having to cut a bunch of little pieces of double-sided tape. to make it work. But when it's nice and geometric and easy like this, I do prefer double-sided tape. That I tore off too long, so I'm going to trim that. I have, let's see, I have Spellbinders cardstock in its own thing by color, and Concord and Ninth as well, separated out. I'm starting to get quite a collection of Altenew cardstocks, so those are just kind of hanging out in a holder in their plastic packs that they come in, and then everything else is just jumbled together and in rainbow order. So that's the reason why I knew the Spellbinders and the Concord and Ninth ones, because I pulled them from their prospective. Okay. Only thing about double-sided tape is it's not very forgiving when you adhere things down, but I can always trim any excess away. All right. Oh, yeah, that's true. I've had this glass mat for so many years. It's just full of scratches. So I'm probably not as worried about it. Because such is life for the most part. Okay. So now let's add some foam tape. Oh, 2 is probably too thick. So we're going to do single pieces here and get going on creating our little shaker window here. But I am tempted to see if that Pampered Chef scraper will work for me. I hope it does, because that would be ingenious, because I've got a bazillion of those. I would have to buy a metal scraper. So if I don't have to buy one, I am all for that. Right, just trying to adhere my foam elements as close as possible, because I'm going to put some glitter in this shaker as well, and I don't want it to accidentally escape. Okay, that looks pretty darn secure. Ooh, that's exciting. I did not know that. Well, I love that they have enabled you to order some Pretty Pink Posh stuff. It's such a fun product. Okay, so that is going to be our cute shaker window. So with shaker beads, you have to kind of do things opposite, like so, because shaker beads will go all over your desk if you don't what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, if you don't have a way to like corral them. If they need a corral, that's a perfect way for that. And I had no idea that Concord Ninth was coming out with new inks. That makes me very excited to add to my collection, because I have their full collection of inks. So yay, thank you for telling me that. I'm super excited about that. Okay, so I saved all of the little inner pieces from cutting out this bunny egg die. Is that what it's called? It's probably not it. Decorative Easter egg. I had it very wrong. And I think I'm going to add them into my shaker card as well. So you've got little bunnies and little carrots, like so darn cute. And I want them to face the right way. Obviously, there's little butterflies and little flowers. So I always think it's fun if you get little things like these. I mean, you can just toss them, of course, but I think that they're fun little added addition to shaker cards. So I'm just spreading them out, and the reason why I'm spreading them out like this is just so that there's not so many things loaded up on top of each other. Eventually they'll shake all together and they're not going to be nearly as spread out, but I like to do it this way because then the shaker kind of shakes better together. I know, weren't the bunnies so darn cute? I love them. Okay, maybe a couple more carrots. I don't think I'm going to put them all in here. Maybe another butterfly. All right, I think I'm going to call that good. The rest of those I probably won't save. But because I want to also add in the shaker beads and some glitter, I think that's plenty. Wendy has FOMO for their inks and cardstocks. That's fair. I think that's fair. Okay, so now let's add some Pastel Dreams shaker beads into our shaker, and I'm just going to spread them out, same as I did kind of with the glitter pieces. We're just going to do, this is a 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm doing 3 of them. And I think that, I don't know, this is a pretty big shaker window, so maybe I'll add 1 more spoonful in here. If it were the little small shaped shakers, I wouldn't put that much, but this is a pretty big window. And then, of course, we need some glitter. And this is just, anytime I get Prisma or chunky glitter in any form, I just dump them into this canister. That's why I have tape around the side, because it's not the brand that the canister once was. So anytime that I get a glitter that's just like a iridescent glitter, so no colors, it's got to be iridescent for sure, but I don't care if it's chunky, Prisma, fine. I just dump it in here and use it for mostly shaker cards. All right, I think that looks like a really fun shaker. Yes, Holly. I had 2 1/4 teaspoon ones like these for some reason, and I don't need 2. So I adopted 1 in my craft room, and it's really truly the easiest way for me to do like stuff like shaker or, get gems out of little bags when you have them in bags. So yeah, that is, where did I put the shaker beads? Oh, there they are. All right, glittered. Oh, I probably should have removed these first, but that's okay. I'll just be gentle. Very gentle, because I don't want to get this all over the place. Glitter all the things. I agree. It's not a Leah card if it doesn't have some kind of glitter or shimmer in multiple elements. Oh, I didn't think to glue them. Although I think because this is going to be on top of the window, gluing them might have been a bad call. So, but if your shaker window was fully open, that would be a fantastic idea. I didn't glue them because I do want the little shapes to shake. And then this is where, this is not going to be perfect science, and I can always trim away any excess if I don't like how it looks, if it sticks out at all. Okay. And there we have our fun little shaker window. How cute is that? I love it. And I love that I put the shapes closest to the window so you can kind of see them a little bit better. All right, this is where I like to check, and I just like to reinforce those edges where the foam tape comes together, because I'm going to be real, I'm not perfect at doing that. So I like to come in with my fine tipped glitter, got glitter on my brain, glue, and just reinforce those areas where the foam tape intersects. And then it will set up. No one will ever know that you didn't seal your shaker perfectly. And then you don't run the risk of your glitter coming out. And I always do this, even if it looks like I got a good seal in between the two foam pieces. I kind of always do this. So, but that is about the funnest thing on the planet. So we are going to add this little bunny element to the front. And that's why I didn't glue those little elements in place, because I wanted them, like, you know, maybe this little bunny will stick out up over here. He's stuck because of that shaker bead. There we go. Got it. But I just think this is super fun. Super fun shaker card. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and add. So you'll notice the reason why I didn't turn this into a shaker element, there's just not enough room around the edges for foam tape. So it's just not super feasible, honestly. I know I love the shaker sound too. Hopefully, I'll be quiet. I love it. Okay, this is not an ASMR channel. All right, so I want to pop this up a little bit off of the background here. You know what? I'm going to go with my thinner ones though, because I'm also going to have some dimension in the sentiment. So let's grab my little 1mm foam strips. All of the foam strips I am using today are from scrapbook.com. They've got a great price, an amazing selection of sizes and options. And I have about an entire drawer full of them at this point. So, and I'm just going to find areas where these little foam strips won't show. So this part might be a little tedious. We can chat in the comments while I do this part. I maybe should have done this beforehand, but yeah, I did so much pre-work for this card that I figure we can spend the time adding foam tape to it together. Thanks, Wendy. There's nothing worse than when you're shaking your shaker card and little tiny bits of glitter come out. So I pretty much do that sealing tip on every shaker card I make because I pretty much always put glitter in them. Let's see. Ouch. Stabbed myself, at least not too hard. I didn't make myself bleed, so that's good. All right. That's funny. Shake it off. Shake it off. It's a good song. Maybe right here. There we go. That's a good little place for some. I need to get, I think, a couple more pieces more on the edges. If I can. If it's possible. Maybe right there. Okay, let's see. Maybe here. You know what I could have done also, which maybe would have been easier than this, but hindsight's always 2020. I could have just cut like 2 more of these from white cardstock and just stacked them. That probably would have been so much easier than doing this aspect, but too late. I am locked into it doing it this way since basically I'm done. Thanks, Julie. Hi, I didn't see you pop in. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, now I see where you popped in. Just seeing it. I've been too busy looking at thin foam strips. All right, let's see here. I think I got them all out. Those are all sticky. I know. Hindsight's always 2020, right, friends? Stacking would have been probably 1,000 times easier than what I just did, but it's okay. It'll all work out. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to move some stuff out of my world here. Move the scissors. All right, so we have card base. Oh, this is so darn cute. Love it. And hopefully, you know what? I did not glue that on very straight. Let's try that again. Some of it came off, but dang, a lot of it came off. I just wanted to adjust. Dang it. Let's see. Maybe I can still adjust. This one's not going to work out. Let's try that again. I just wanted it to be a little bit better centered. I did a terrible job of centering it. There we go. That's a little better. And I for sure did stack sentiments. So I've already pre-cut those. I've cut them from gold pearl once, and then 2 layers of, this is 130-pound white cardstock. So it's really great for stacking. I don't even know when, but years ago, I procured like 2 huge reams of this 130-pound cardstock. But it's a little blue toned for me, so I don't really like to use it for anything other than stacking purposes, but it is absolutely perfect for stacking purposes. So I'm gonna go with it. My printer had like an issue and it printed out like 1,000 of these, like how to connect your printer to the Wi-Fi when like I've already connected the printer to the Wi-Fi like 1,000 times and it's just dumb. Most of the time, I hate printers. They're the worst thing in the world. But when you need to print something, you need it to work. And it just kept printing out this little sheet, like not connected to the Wi-Fi. And I finally just gave up. And then the next day, randomly, I was doing something on my laptop and the printer printed what I had been trying to print. So apparently it connected to the Wi-Fi on its own. It finally figured its life out. So, hi, Cordelia. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I think it's super fun. I am just using my old school go-to Zig glue pen for stacking. I love this glue for stacking. It's never done me wrong. And it just gets ink, or not ink, it gets glue on the pieces, like for me, way easier than like the metal tipped glue pens. And it's more even and it's a nice light coating. So it doesn't feel like it's gloopy or anything like that. Just one of the easiest ways I have found for gluing, stacking elements together like this. Oh, hi, Deborah. Yay. I'm so glad that your kit came. I would love to know. Well, actually, I would love to know in the entire comments, all of the comments, is are you guys planning on attending the March SBC Fest with scrapbook.com? So it's on Friday, March 13th. We have had this discussion, me, Holly, and Lee in the comments before. And it's a free event. And of course, if you work on Fridays, that's totally understandable. It's always available for replay. So you can either buy our class kits and use those, or you can just shop your stash and use what you have. So I'd love to know if you are planning on attending or doing SBC Fest in any form. And if you bought my kit or if you're planning on using what you have, I'm fine with whatever. And if you have no idea what it is, be sure to check out, I have all of the information on my blog. So if you go to my website, lealawsoncreates.com, you can get all the details. Yay! I love it when people are signed up. I think that's so exciting. I can't wait. Super. That's so exciting. Oh, and Stephanie got the mega bundle. Good for you. That's super fun. So, okay, while I have you all here, while I'm kind of doing a boring job of stacking glue pieces, I am going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. So obviously today is Pretty Pink Posh. Wednesday will be Paper Tray Ink. And then Friday, I think I'm going to put a poll up, but I have a couple of ideas. We can either do something from the Altenew February release. I've got a couple more products I need to feature. Or I do have the whole SBC Fest kit, and I could create some cards using kits from other classes. So kind of like a little fun preview. So that's funny, Stephanie. I'll never tell. Your secret is safe with me. So I could do that on Friday. So I think I'll put a poll up in a couple places, but I love to get a little consensus here Would you rather see an SBC preview with other class kits or something new from Alta New? And look at how fun those are. Oh, I just think that this card is going to be so fun. We got our little Happy Easter. Okay. You know what? I think I used all of those little bunnies in the shaker mix, and I'm now kind of wishing I hadn't, because I think they'd be a cute little embellishment. Yeah, maybe we'll just cut some. All right, I'm gonna read some comments while I get my nose dripping under control here. Okay, lots of people for the SBC preview. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Okay. All right, so I feel like SBC preview is the clear winner here live. Although I'm not committing to that because I am going to put I'm going to put a poll out in a few places and see. So, but does look like a pretty clear winner here. So we'll see what happens. I'll do it in my little post section here on YouTube. And then of course I'll add it on Facebook and I'll do a little poll in my Instagram stories. Okay, well, I think this is going to be so cute. I do want to add like a little secondary reading, like sending bunny kisses. I think that's so darn cute. Or somebody loves you. I think I'm going to do sending bunny kisses on this one. And I think we're going to heat emboss it in white onto some pink cardstock. Let me grab my pink scraps and I will be right back. Nice. So I don't know if I don't know that I will feature my class kit if I do a preview, just because I don't want to possibly encroach upon the card, if I could speak, the class designs. So maybe I'll grab an element here and there, but I think it would be fun for me to create projects from another teacher's class projects so that you get multiple ideas from different people. You know, we all have different styles and all of that. So I just think that would be super fun. Just see, I want a smaller piece, but that was a good color. I always try to find the smallest possible scrap piece that would work. Oh, right there. Look at that. Perfect. Hoping my kit has wings. Taking a long time to reach BC. Yeah. Do you want to know? I ordered something the other day. I ordered something, I don't know, from a craft company, and after they processed it, it took the USPS 2 weeks to get it to me. So much so that, oddly enough, I ordered those, and then I had ordered something else from the same company, and I got the 2 packages within like a day of each other. So I often think USPS is the problem. All right, Happy Easter. Sending bunny kisses, I think, is about the cutest thing. Okay. Make sure I leave some room for cutting out the fun little banner here. Perfect. Yeah, oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Simon Hurley did that as well. He's not actually an instructor this time around, but he has the kits, and he did like a little pre-fest. And I just think that is such an awesome thing because you're getting a ton of product in the kit, and I think seeing it in so many different styles and getting so much additional inspiration is super fun. That's why I think checking out the video hop for this release is also a good idea, because everybody that does design work for Pretty Pink Posh has a completely different style. And I just think it's fun to see it all. Well, that's good to know that 2 weeks is fast. I mean, they got the order processed within like 3 or 4 days, which, and I ordered over a weekend. So I considered that totally acceptable and normal. But it was, once it was in the hands of USPS, that it took ages to get here. Hi, Leanne. Thanks. I'm so glad you popped on when you could. Okay, let me get this put back on here. Okay, I'm gonna peel this off. So I put waffle flower grip mats in all of my, or in my 2 main Misties, because I just really prefer having things stuck down. But I didn't have the mini Misty size, but I had a 6x6 grip mat that I wasn't using for anything. It was just sitting in its packaging. So I just took the mouse pad and lined it up with the grip mat and just cut it with some scissors. And it's not perfect by any means, but it works exactly for what I need it to do, and I didn't have to buy a new grip mat. But I prefer having, I realize I prefer having like something sticky for things to hold on to in my grip mat versus using the magnets. So, okay, we're just going to heat emboss the sentiment in just some nice white. Should pop pretty well off of the sentiment. I could have done it in gold, but I felt like having a little differentiation from the gold main sentiment would be better than doing that sentiment in gold as well. All right, let's go ahead and heat set this guy. I know, isn't it wild? All right, and look, it just pops right off that pink. I don't know about you, but I still find pretty much every aspect of crafting magical. Ooh, we gotta be careful. Even after all of these years. Kind of bent that. Hopefully I'll be able to strategically die cut it. Let's see. What one did I use? Let's see. Not sure which one I want to use here. I might grab one of the other banner greetings over 3. Unless I haven't used this fun zigzaggy one. I think I'm going to grab the other die sets, and I might pick from one of those ones. I just want some options. So I'll be right back with the other die set. Die sets. Give me one moment. Okay. These ones are falling off, so I got to fix them. I hate that. Makes me crazy. All right, so this is Banner Greetings 1. It was the first one released, I think it was during the holiday, one of the holiday releases, or the holiday release. So that's a good one. Apparently I need to add some new adhesive or just grab a magnet. But I feel like I want, because we have the scallops, I think I want to emulate the scallops on here. Now I have to decide if I want the one that has the little holes or just the standard one. Aren't they so fun? I agree, Deborah. And I agree, Shannon. I guess that means I found the right thing, right? The fact that even after all these years, I still find this industry just magical and lovely. Okay, I think that is going to be cute. And I think those are the same size. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go with the eyelet style banner. Yeah, so they now have Banner Greetings 1, 2, and 3. And there are, for this style, so this one that there you've already got the curve, there's a holiday, like a Christmas one. There's a love themed one, and now Easter banner greetings. And I have a feeling that we're probably going to see these all throughout the upcoming releases, for all of the different seasons, holidays, things. I really hope there's a general one too, like birthday and thank you and all of that. So I foresee, where did that, oh, it's in here. I foresee more of these, and I am just absolutely in love with these banner greeting. It's like the sentiment strips, which are like kind of the like OGs, which I still to this day use all the time, but just a little elevated with the curve in them, which I like. The curve gives a good amount of motion to your card. All right, get this aligned here. Okay, let's get this die cut. I'm just going to use my little Scallop today. This is a Spellbinder Scout. I say this every time, but I get questions, a lot of questions about the color. It's just a normal Scout. So Spellbinders has the white and the lilac, I believe. This rose quartz one is just the exclusive option or exclusive color for scrapbook.com. So you can only get this Scout at scrapbook.com. That would be fun too, Wendy. Okay, and how darling is that? I love the little, oh, and it's just going to be such a cute little addition to my card. I love it. All right, but I do feel like I need to die cut some of those little bunnies. Now I have all of these tiny little dots all over. I'm just going to get them in here on my glass mat. I think I'm going to find some scraps of pastel colored glitter cardstock because I want to die cut a couple more of the little bunnies and use them as a little kind of accent to that secondary sentiment. Just tie it in. Okay, I have to clean. I know this is a little off camera. I got to get the little dots out of the die and clean it up. I cannot stand when stuff is left behind in my dies, so I'm going to do that really quickly. Okay. Did I get them all? Man, they're stubborn. All right, I think I got them all. There we go. Glitter bunnies. I agree. Love me some glitter bunnies. Because, you know, the card didn't have enough glitter as is. Why not add some more? Okay, so before we do that, though, let me get these put away. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab that die. Let me grab my pastel colored glitter cardstock, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have those. I'm not going to do that pink because we already have quite a bit of pink on there. Let's see. I've got the Altenew Fairy Dust, but I might just use, because I know I don't have much in terms of scraps of the Altenew one, so I might just use what I have in here. Let's see. For sure going to use some of this orangey tone. Oh, there. That's kind of, actually this one might be better. And then, is there a green? I don't think there's much of a green. There's a yellow though, although it looks a lot like the ivory, so I might not do the yellow. I'm not sure yet, Kat. I don't know anything about the upcoming release at I need a purple. I think that, this one, I think this is technically the pastel purple. So we're going to do that one, and you know what? I'm just going to add a little blue. I think that light little blue will be perfect. Okay, that's what I'm going with. Where did the lid go? I think I've lost the lid. Or the top. Unless that's the top. Oh, it's right here. Okay, let's grab this. I have a organizing question from Wendy. Do I organize my stamps and dies by theme or company? Because of the nature of my job, I organize by company. So I have clear bins in all of my, I just have Kallax units from different companies, or I have Kallax units from IKEA, and I just store everything by company. That might not be the best option for everybody, but because of the nature of what I do, it's the best option for me. All right, I'm just going to cut a few small pieces of these. These are just going to be cute little bunny accents. Nothing too crazy. All right, so then I'm going to kind of tape them in place over top of these bunnies here, like so. Oh, that will be perfect because I'm definitely missing that color in glitter cardstock. So I love to hear that. Wendy, you're just giving me all of the Concord and Ninth news. I love it. I think I can still actually run this through my Scout so I don't have to do the big guy. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that really quickly. Okay, stay in place. Oh, I think the little sparkle bunnies are going to be adorable. I could have done flowers too, but I don't feel like getting out a flower die. I actually think organizing your stuff by theme, if like your career's not in the crafting industry, makes the most sense. It just does not make sense for me because I would be like, I would need to know, like I have to know, so I'm working on so-and-so's release this week, and if I need to add anything to there, I need to look through their product for whether it's, you know, cover plate dies or embossing folders or whatever. So way easier for me to organize by company. But I do think it makes more sense when you're a hobby crafter, not a career crafter, to organize by theme or whatever. I definitely agree with that sentiment. Okay. Oh, look at how cute those little bunnies are. Oh, they're very small to see. I'll do this. How cute are those? I swear this is purple. It doesn't look purple. I need to find a better purple glitter cardstock. Everything I see is too dark. I need it to be pastel. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, Concord and Ninth takes care of that for me. Okay, let's get this card finished, friends. All right, first things first, we got to glue this. I'm just going to glue this directly to the card base. They're super teeny. Oh, little pom-poms would be cute as tails. That would be super cute. I don't have any of those though. Right, and then I'm just going to take some time just to get this nice and centered. Okay, so now let's glue on our sentiments. like so. And this guy's just going to kind of come down here. And then these little bunnies, I think I'm just going to tuck in there. Oh, they're going to be so cute. Huh. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Well, we're not too far off. We're not too far from being done. You're kind of seeing how the layout's going to end up, but I'm glad you were able to hang out with me while you could. And truly, I'm not too far from being done, so you're not going to miss much. Glad you were here. I do totally. So, if you've ever checked out Firefly Farm in Minnesota, I think she does a good job of both. Some things are done by theme, but lots of things are organized by company. So I can kind of see both sides from a retail standpoint. Holly is still trying to bribe Lee to come and do organizing for her. Lee doesn't want to leave her mountain though. And I fully get that. Okay. So this one, part of the reason why I like stacking sentiments like this is so thin. It would be pretty impossible to put foam strips behind it. So just easy to get that added dimension, and then you can just add liquid glue to the back of it and glue it into place. So one thing I am trying to figure out with my organization now is the fact that, so I keep everything by release for right now, because that's how my career works. I work on releases and such. It's the after the fact that I'm kind of trying to figure out the organizing. So I have been organizing it into like product type. So like product suites when they're like stamp, stencil, die, embossing folder, whatever. And then like standalone dies by itself. And I think in general, organization is like a whole other side hobby to crafting. I'm a firm believer in that. All right, I'm going to take those little 1mm foam tape pieces. You're welcome. I'm glad it helped a little bit. There we go. I just need to be able to tuck the little bunnies underneath these. Kind of be like so. Yeah. That'll be perfect. That's smart, Leanne. And oftentimes class kit product either is never released or it's kind of released significantly afterwards. So that's not a bad idea. Okay. Now let's tuck our little bunnies. Right, I think we're gonna do, so yeah, I'm gonna do 2 little bunnies here. I don't want to block the Easter word too much. And then I think I might do 1 little bunny down here. Here-ish. We're doing it. No. Trying to figure out where this 3rd little bunny go. He has to go there. I can't just do 2. It's not I can't do an even number. He might just sit here. Oh, I could even do this. That's kind of cute. Or I could do it on that side. Maybe like that. There. I think that's cute. Cute little arrangement. And in generally, I have storage issues because my craft area is tiny. It'll be once we build our house, it will be a little easier because while my space isn't like considerably larger, it does have will have a full closet in it that that's going to just be all shelving for storage purposes. So, but storage and organization is a whole thing in my world. And you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm very, while I've worked my butt off, I am very, very blessed to be able to do what I do. Um, but storage and organization is a whole thing. All right, there's my cute little bunny shaker card. I hope you guys liked watching it come together. It took me a minute to find the place for that little bunny to go, but I do like where it's at there. Oh, I kind of like how he crunched his ear there. It's kind of cute sticking forward. Anyway, I think this guy turned out so fun. Oh, it's just cute. And I'm glad I finally used one of those decorative dies. I've gotten a couple of them and I've always been like, I'm not really sure what to do with that. So I feel accomplished. I feel like I used something that was kind of perplexing me. Thank you, friends. Okay, I am going to pop the camera around real quick. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for my live stream today, my cute little Easter egg bunny kisses live stream. I think it turned out super fun, so I hope you enjoyed watching it come together. Once I get it photographed and all that good stuff, I'll update the thumbnail and I'll be sharing it, I'm sure, to social media. And probably within a week or two. I'm not. A lot of people are really good about sharing their stuff immediately. I am not, and I'm learning to embrace that about myself. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you joined me for today's live. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. So I haven't scheduled them yet, but I will here shortly. I will be live on Wednesday at 1 p.m. I did 2 p.m. because I just needed a little extra time this afternoon before going live, or this morning. But Wednesday will be my normal time date. Wednesday, 1 p.m. Paper Tray Ink. Not completely sure what I'm going to grab yet, but I will probably figure that out tomorrow. And then I am going to go live on Friday, and I'm going to put little polls out there for either Altenew, some new goodies from Altenew, or a SBC Fest preview featuring some of the class kits from other instructors. So I likely won't reach for my own, but other ones. That's everything that I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you guys on Wednesday. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.